And we're back. Heyo, everyone. It's been a minute. Say hello to the new kitty cam. There's Fizzy. She doesn't look too impressed with me. What are you doing? What am I doing? What's up, guys? So for those of you who've been wondering where I've been selling my mom's house and moving into this new rental suite. I've updated along the way, so always be sure to check Discord announcements and YouTube community post tabs if you're wondering what's going on. I usually leave something for you guys to figure it out. So I'm excited to be back, and we have a lot to go over. This is going to be quite the doozy of a video, so buckle up, everybody, and let's just get right on into it. But first, we got a big announcement, starting things off with a bang. So Zay4 hosted another Discord community Planet Coaster contest, and the community voted on that they wanted to do a video game blueprint coaster, so a 4,000 piece roller coaster blueprint. The deadline was just a few days ago. So on Saturday at 1 p.m. PDT and Sunday at 12 p.m. PDT, we're going to do a live Planet Coaster contest over on my Twitch channel. So be sure to follow at twitch.tv/channel5gaming, and we're going to do another contest event live on Twitch. That's how we're starting. Other than this video, that's going to be the first content we're doing, getting back into the swing of things. So links are down in the description below. I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a fun time. So you're probably wondering, what's the deal with the movie coaster contest, and why are we doing a different contest before the old contest? Well, it's just the way it worked out. The movie coaster contest videos will start rolling out next week. I'm kind of in the middle of working on them. It's going to be tight. I'm hoping to try to get them out on Monday. Most of the first batch is recorded. I might have to redo a couple because I did them months ago. And I'm wondering, yeah, anyways, I gotta see where we're at. But the thumbnails are all done. We posted them on Discord. If you want to see them, check out Planet Coaster Media on Discord. We did all the thumbnails for all of them, and I just got to get to editing and uploading at this point for the first bracket. I still have a lot more to record. That's gonna start rolling out after we do this weekend's contest, and then the weekend, if you can't make it, we're gonna take those VODs, chop them up, and they're gonna go after the movie coaster contest. So on the YouTube channel side of things, you're gonna see a smorgasbord of 2 uploads a day of movie coaster videos, followed by video game right away, and you'll be able to vote on both of those. So it's just gonna be like a month-long marathon of 2 videos a day, straight from movies to video games. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I look forward to that. If you can't make it this weekend, you'll eventually see the video game stuff after the movie stuff. So that's a quick recap of what's happening, and then after that, we're gonna move on to regular content, starting with the patrons, and then like the community submission. So shout out to all the patrons who've still been supporting the show in my absence. I really appreciate it, because the last few months have costed me like over $6,000, and I'm not bringing in any income other than the patrons. So I really appreciate you guys. We're hemorrhaging money, and you guys are still supporting, which is somewhat making up for the loss of revenue. It's been rough, and I appreciate you guys all supporting through Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, even just the views and the likes. It all helps. So thank you guys so much. We will be bringing back the Twitch stuff. Diablo 2 Resurrected beta drops like tomorrow or something. I wouldn't mind doing that. So if you guys want to just see some chill games and come play with us, it's 8 players. We could do some community gaming. We have New World coming up next month or something, as well as the Diablo 2 Resurrected official release. A month after that, or 2 months after that, we have Endwalker, Final Fantasy 14, and then after that we have Lost Ark in December. All these games are multiplayer. Everyone that's watching on Twitch can come join in. We just have a smorgasbord of great multiplayer games coming out. So that's what we'll be doing on the Twitch side, playing together, playing games together, and streaming it, all while Plankco rolls out on the main channel. And I do have some ideas for the main channel, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I just got to get back and have something going up. So we'll figure things out as we go. Oh, and we're also in the talks of another mini park contest. Be sure to give yourself a Plankco break if you're a creator for Plankco. Get ready to gear up for another mini park contest. No promises, but we did discuss it, and I do want to do it. I've talked about it all year. We had so much fun doing it about this time last year that it's been a year since we did it, and we should probably do it again and change the rules up and maybe make it so you can partner up with somebody. So that's kind of what we have in mind. A little bit bigger, maybe the addition of a collab optionally. That's what we're thinking. Stay stay tuned for the details. I'm thinking we'll give you guys a few months to work on that and then start rolling them out in the holiday season. But first and foremost, I got to get caught up, and in order to make that possible, things may change, so you never know. Okay, so let's talk about the big move. After looking at my schedule yesterday, I noticed I hadn't worked since the end of May. That's all of June and July that I haven't done anything, and I was quite surprised at how fast the time went. It doesn't take 2 months to move, but it certainly felt like it did. With that said, what's going on, right? So at some point, with all the traffic and views on my house, all the people coming in, I eventually gave up trying to make content as my momentum constantly kept getting broken. I'm one of those people that it's either all or nothing, right? I can't get my momentum broken. I got to start and just go, and I just get into these rhythms. I'm not very good at, I guess, multitasking. I don't know if that's the word for it, but yeah, I have to commit to a period of time, and if it gets stagnated, I lose motivation. So with all that stuff happening, it was nothing instead of everything. That's what happened. We eventually sold the house, and I immediately went into like full-blown panic attack and just like crippling depression. It was pretty bad. Like, you got to remember, my mom bought this place when I was like 9 years old. I grew up there. I graduated high school from there. I can even show you here. I still have my 2006 graduation, hat thing, as well as my diploma is here, and then my college hat from 2010 is there, as well as my degree for game art and design, and the diplomas and stuff like that. So all of my school achievements from growing up at that place are here on my walls, and those are my memories, you know, growing up at that house, and all my achievements, everything happened there. And then eventually, with the success that I had in school, I moved out to go work in the game and film industry, and the game and film industry wasn't the greatest. I gotta tell you that. You probably hear all the nightmare stories on gaming news channels. You know, there's a lot of dark stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and I didn't like it. So in 2015, I moved back home to start all over again, and that's when, shortly after moving back, I found out my mom had cancer, and she pushed me into doing YouTube. I was doing it casually as a hobby, and she's like, do it full time, you got this. I had lost my job that I was doing. When I moved back home, I got a job, and then that business went under, so I had nothing. I had no income. I'm at my mom's house. It felt like everything was going down, and then she gets cancer. It's like all the worst things could possibly happen. But generally, that's when everything is dark, you see the glimmer of light. For me, that was YouTube. You know, I started just chugging away at my journey, working every day on YouTube. I didn't know at the time my mom only had 6 months left, and so like I was battling doing YouTube, being heyo Johnny 5 Alive, being excited in all my videos. Meanwhile, after the camera was turned off, I was quite sad. And then I lost my mom. I still didn't tell anybody about it. You guys know the story for when I disappeared for a little while, and I had a little bit of a mental breakdown because of all this stuff, and I bottled it all up inside. I'm not very good at sharing my life with people, and that's why even videos like this are hard to make. I like just making the content. You know, content is king. It comes first, but it also comes important for you guys to know whose content you're watching, who's the guy behind the camera, and we get to find that out a little bit along the way. And I learned from it that my experience from a few years ago, I should talk a little bit more about these things and do some vlogs and do some updates, and I've been getting better at doing that over the years, especially with the Patreon monthly videos, and we give a lot more behind the scenes, and I talk openly like I am here today. So yeah, I lost my mom in that house. I continued doing YouTube in that house, and I get all my success. I hit 100,000 subscribers in that house. That house is just a lineage of life experiences, and I haven't even talked about the stuff that we went through, our childhood. What a mess that was. What a hard time that was. That's a story for another day. We'll talk about that one another day. But yeah, that house had like a bit of a bad mojo because of all the stuff we went through, the sadness, the happiness. You know, anybody has their moments with their house. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But this one had like 25 years of history. That all came forward when I realized the house is sold and it's gonna be gone forever, right? So I kind of bottled up again, and I didn't know what to do. And with all that going on, Fizzy, how do I, Fizzy, it's mauled by raccoons. Boy, oh boy. If you guys don't like graphic images, close your eyes right now. I'll tell you when to open them up again. But yeah, she got 2 massive gashes in her side with multiple stitches, 8 puncture wounds, and then they got infected and swelled up and popped, and then this is what it looked like after that, and then new holes formed. We had to get those clean. I had to keep taking her back to the vets. So that's a quick look at some of the mayhem. You could open your eyes now. And because she was so badly injured, like, I had to keep a close eye on her, just keep her at my side, Netflix and chill with the cat. At this time, we got hit by the biggest heat wave we've ever experienced in British Columbia, like 45 degrees Celsius, which is like 120 Fahrenheit or something. I don't exactly know. All I know is hot as shit. Was terrible. That kind of heat's probably normal to some of you guys, laughable even, but here you got to remember everything is acclimated. Even us, we're acclimated to the cold. With that, we had multiple forest fires. Like, the sky was black. Animals were dying, critters were dying. Yeah, nightmare of a couple weeks there. It's a story for another time, but I didn't have AC through the whole thing, and I have AC now. I thought my AC unit was broken, but I fixed it, and it wasn't that hard. So I just suffered through it. Anyways, let's just say that month was a bit of a disaster between being depressed and having people coming in my house all the time, my cat getting mauled, the heat wave, the memories of the house, and the what am I gonna do next? Everything was, just scary and messy and bah. Anyways, fast forward to now. I don't really want to discuss why we sold the house, but all I have to say is that it wasn't my decision to do so. We had it good. Our bills weren't very high. Going forward, my bills are triple what they used to be, and things are going to be a lot harder and more stressful now. Why would I ever want to put myself into this situation when we had it good? So, me and my sister didn't see eye to eye on things, and I'll just leave it at that. It was time for us to separate, move our own ways. Even after selling, I don't really have enough money from my half of the house to buy something new, especially with where I live. Even if I got a jacked up mortgage, I don't even know if that's enough. So clipping this in, small little update. Just got off the phone with my realtor. We talked for about an hour. I might be moving sooner than I realized. Basically, it's going to depend on what I'm approved for with the mortgage, but he did show me there are affordable places within my price range in the area as long as I act quickly. And we might be able to find me something. Fingers crossed. But that means I'll be moving sooner than expected. I at least have to go look at places, make offers, see if they get accepted, and if one does get accepted, then I gotta pack all this crap up, pay movers again, and then resettle up in a new place, possibly within the next month, 2 or so. Which is a little bit crazy because after all this, I just feel like I need a break, and I just want to work, and I want to play games, and I want to see what, there's a big lineup of great things to do in terms of content for the next rest of this year. And if I have to take away from that and get moving again, it's just going to be a long year. Summer's over, and I didn't get to enjoy the sun, and looks like I might be spending the winter moving, or at least fall. So guys, things might change sooner than I realized, but we're gonna make the most of it, and I just gotta make the most of my time. So there we go. Back to whatever I was talking about last. We'll figure it out. And so I did show you guys my old house when it was like show ready, when we were doing the shows, showing it a couple months back. I'll bring up some footage there for you guys to look at again, just to give you a refresher how nice we made the place to get it sold, all the changes we made. It's kind of sad because you make the house really nice at the tail end of things, and it's kind of like, oh, I want to live here now. But I mean, it wasn't like a disaster, but it wasn't show ready, and there's things that needed to be fixed around the house that we didn't fix until the very end, which would have made living there nicer. Anyways, it is what it is. So my sister was the last person to leave the house. I asked her to record me a video of the empty place so I could see it, and I'll show that to you guys here to get one final look at the whole house while it's empty before the new people came in, and now they're making it their own home. So there's a look at it there. And now it's time to give you a tour of my temporary rental space, where I'm situated right now, where I'm sitting at this very moment. You guys can have the final tour. I actually moved in 2 weeks ago. It's actually quite surprising to me how quick the time has gone and how long it took me to get things to where they are today. And I don't even think I'm finished. So many things need to get purchased to make life comfortable. I keep finding things that I don't have to make my day-to-day living easier. And it's like, I don't even have a toaster. It's like, how am I gonna make eggs and toast? I keep finding things that I don't have, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm making a list, and we're gonna do a big shopping day. So what you guys are seeing here is the mess I had to sort through and organize over the last 2 weeks. I did a little video of what it looked like when I popped in and I had boxes everywhere. I think this is even after I did a little bit. And it's time to show you guys the final result, the final showcase of the new Johnny 5 Alive basement suite for what it is, at least for now. So I'm going to show you guys the B-roll with music and just let you see the entire new and improved place and the new office, which I do like the office better. So you'll see that here. So there you guys go. In terms of the office, what you're seeing here, I like it better. I don't know if you guys remember, but this stuff that's behind me used to be to my right. It used to be on this wall in the old office. This office is also like 2 or 3 feet longer, so it actually has a little bit more space, which makes it more roomy. I changed up how I did the sound paneling this time. I like this little staircase thingy that we did. This staircase thingy that we did for the kitty castle. The cat's loving the castle there. She's chilling here quite a lot, so I figured if we put the cam up here this way, you guys get a kitty cam. Plus the stuff behind me is pretty cool to look at. We got the collectibles, the Street Fighter action figures from Angry Joe Show. I did an unboxing stream of that. I don't know how many of you guys saw that. Maybe we could put it up as a VOD on the second channel. And then we got the YouTube play button, all my accomplishments behind me, which it's more cool to look at in these vlog style videos. And then we have the second desk over here set up. We'll get the PlayStation if we can. I'm still surprised that it's been like 7 months and I still can't get my hands on a PlayStation, but we owe you guys a PlayStation for one of the stream goals. We'll get that set up, and this will be the console gaming setup. I have my second computer, my old computer, in the living room, and I'm just using that as like a Netflix and chill computer. But if somebody happens to come over that's a gamer, they can play games from there, which is cool. But I do like this office better than my last one. And the bedroom, while it's way smaller than my last one, I didn't use half the space in the last bedroom, so it's just what I need. And I never used the family room in my old place, but this family room I will use because it's in the kitchen or it has a kitchen. So when I'm making food or whatever, like I could turn the TV on or the computer TV and I could just use the room a little bit. I haven't really used the couch other than my buddy came over to help me with things, and he slept on the couch there, and we chilled and we watched some shows, and we used the kitchen to play a round of the Street Fighter game, which is very fun. You know, I'm using that room a little bit, and I much prefer that setup that I have now. So while this place isn't home, I made it home, and there are things that I do like about it more. I just miss the yard. The cat misses going outside. The neighbors have a wonderful yard, but she kind of would have to go down the street, and she's gonna get hit by a car or something to get there. And I don't trust her roaming around this area. There's too many cars and things. It's not the best. So she's gonna be an indoor cat for now, and I feel bad for her. I feel really bad. Other than that, I do think there's a lot of aspects of this place that I like a little bit better. I do miss having a dishwasher, and the kitchen's super tiny. I don't have a lot of counter space, so that sucks. And I like to cook. You guys know me, and that kitchen's not made out for cooking. I might have to make like a wooden prep table or something. I don't know. So that's where I'm at. This is my new rental. Oh yeah, as a bonus, my dad lives literally like next door, like 10 meters away from me. He's the same rental unit that I'm in, next door. So that's kind of cool. That's the reason I chose this place. So it's, you know, like I'm moving away from my sister. I don't have any, she's moving far away. I don't know how much she'll be in my future anymore. She's moving very far away. So at least I have some family next door. Me and my dad, we've been spending time together, and that's good for a change. He hadn't really been a part of my life a whole lot growing up, so hopefully that's going to change now, and I'm excited about that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's positive. There are some positives here. I'm trying to keep on the positive side of everything and keep away from the negatives, and I'm looking forward to this new change of this place and what's next after that. So while things are going to be more expensive and harder, I do look at it as a blessing in disguise, because while it was great living at my mom's place and the bills were very low, and I was because the bills were low, I was able to say, hey, I could do YouTube, and you know, sometimes the views aren't that great and sometimes the revenue's not that great, and it makes it difficult to pursue this as a job for many people. Anyone doing it would understand, and it's very much a struggle where sometimes I get worried that it might not be possible now. I might actually have to get a second job, but if I push hard enough, maybe we can make it work. And with that said, I still think it's a blessing in a disguise, because the old place, while comfortable, it also made me stagnant. Place also had a bit of a bad mojo, like I mentioned earlier, where you just kind of get stuck. I don't know how to explain it, but bad habits continue to move forward, and then the energy of the place kind of remains the same. You know, there are points in your life where you felt a certain way, and those feelings come back, and it makes it hard to motivate you, and it's just thoughts get in the way from being in a stagnant place for too long. Whereas now I do feel a little bit more motivated. I'm getting up, I'm making sure everything's clean every day, I'm making sure I'm on top of stuff, I'm making sure everything's more cozy to live in, and I'm more excited to make videos now that it's all ready. I'm like, I want to do this, I want to wake up and do this. Or sometimes in the old place, it all just became a fog. That's the best way I can describe it. You kind of lose your sense of challenge. So I do look at the positives, even though there are many negatives as well. So I'll do my best to provide quality content for you guys going forward. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it and continue to support the show, even if it's just leaving a like, a comment, or if you're supporting through Patreon and Twitch. Everything is much appreciated. You guys have been with me on this journey since the beginning, and I feel like I owe it to you guys to continue to work hard and strive for success. As hard as things will be, we'll make it work. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here from the beginning, or whether you're new, just came in. Appreciate having you here. And we've got the new journey with the second channel and the Twitch stream, which we just started this year. And I want to thank everyone who's been joining in on that stuff. All the areas of support are much appreciated, and all the areas of which we are taking journeys on. It's always fun to have you guys there with me. And for the meantime, I hopefully will see you guys Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. and 12 p.m. PDT for our first bit of content on the channel other than this video. We're pulling out all the stops, diving straight into a live stream. Something's bound to go wrong. But we'll have a great time doing it. My OBS is definitely not working properly, and I have a day to prep. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we have a good stream and a good community contest. So look forward to having you guys there. We'll see how it goes. If you can't make it, I'll interact with you guys on the comments section of these YouTube videos. Love reading your comments, love talking to you guys in the comment section. And of course, I'm back on Discord again. So thank you guys for just being here, and I look forward to interacting with all of you guys in all the channels: Discord, YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. Look forward to hanging out with you guys and all these awesome games coming up in the next few months. Multiplayer. Everybody who watches the show, everybody who watches the stream, more than welcome to come join us in these games if you end up purchasing them. And we'll have good community gaming sessions going forward for the rest of 2021. So thank you guys once again. It's good to be back. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye now.